Hi everyone, welcome to my Creation Nook. My name's Linda and today I have a tutorial for you by request from all you lovely subscribers. I'm going to be showing you how to knit this beanie, and you need to do I'll show you how to do the rib and then use the stocking stitch, and then I'll show you how to shape the crown. We are going to be using bamboo 5mm needles, and I've also got Stylecraft Aran in the colour Duck Egg. So I'm going to turn you to overhead and we'll make a start. Okay, so what we've got is I'm going to cast on 84 stitches, and we're going to do the ribbing, and it's knit one, purl one, and you're going to do that for 2.5–3 inches. So let's make a start. So I'm using the 2 needle method. This is how I always cast on. So making a slip knot, and there we go, there's the slip knot, and so into the first stitch I go between the two, yarn round needle, pull off, and then I put it back onto the left hand needle. So we're going to go the rest of the stitches I always go between the 2 stitches to create another stitch. So it's in, round, through, swing to the right, scoop up with your left needle. That's 3. So it's in between the 2 stitches, yarn round needle, pull through, swing to the right, scoop with the left, and again in, round, scoop, swing to the right, scoop onto the left, in, round, through, swing to the right, scoop with the left. And you need to do that until you've got 84 stitches on. Once you've got your 84 stitches on your right or left hand needle, then I will come back and I will show you how to do your rib. So I'll see you when I've got my 84 stitches. Okay guys, so we've got 84. Now as I said, we're going to be doing a knit one, purl one rib. So you always start with a knit stitch, on your first row, then you purl, yarn to the back of your needle, knit, bring your yarn to the front of the needle and you purl, yarn to the back, knit, yarn to the front, and you bring your right hand needle to the front of the stitch on the left hand needle, put your yarn round the needle, pull through and transfer it across to your right hand needle. So now we're on to a knit stitch. So I always say yarn to the front, in, round, through, and transfer it onto your right hand needle. Yarn to the back of the stitch, in, round, through, and leave the stitch on your right hand needle. I'll do that for you again. Yarn round needle, yarn through the front of the needle. All your purl stitches are through the front of your needle, yarn round needle, and put your yarn to the back of your stitch so you can knit your stitch. Then you bring it to the front and you purl your stitch, in, round, through, and transfer across to your right hand needle. So I'll do a couple more stitches again. So again, I've just done a purl stitch, so I'm going to put the yarn to the back, I'm going to put my needle in through the stitch on the left hand needle, yarn round the needle, pull it through and transfer from your left to your right. So in essence, you're always going to be transferring these stitches from your left to your right. So yarn to the front, yarn through the stitch, yarn round needle, pull through, and you transfer it to the right. So then the yarn goes to the back of the stitch, because I'm knitting the next stitch. So it's in, round, through, and transfer it to your right hand needle. Then yarn to the front, you're going to put the needle through the front of the stitch, yarn round needle, and transfer, yarn to the back and knit that stitch. Then yarn to the front, right hand needle through the front of the stitch on the left hand side, yarn round needle and pull through, and there we go. So that is the start of the rib. If you continue doing that, and I will meet you at the end and I'll show you what to do for the second row. Okay, so because there is an even number of 84 stitches, you should finish on a purl stitch. So when you turn round and you start your second row, the first stitch will be a knit. So every row begins with a knit stitch and ends with a purl stitch. So we're starting the second row. I always grab the tail and just hold it between the two fingers here, so I don't get it mixed up with the yarn. So we're going to go a knit stitch. So you're just going to knit that stitch, yarn to the front, purl the stitch, yarn to the back, knit your stitch, yarn to the front, purl your stitch, yarn to the back, knit, yarn to the front, purl. And if I just lift it up and show you, you can tell when your stitch is a purl stitch because you've got the little nub here, and the knit stitches are smooth, but the purl stitches have got like a little nub. So that is always going to be a purl stitch, and the smooth stitch is always going to be a knit stitch. And that is how you know that you're going right, because as you can see here, the knit stitches are smooth, but the purl stitches have got a little nub, and that's how you know. So I've just done a purl stitch, so we're going to a knit stitch next. So I'm going to yarn round through and transfer to my right needle, yarn to the front, yarn the needle into the front of the stitch. You always put it into the front of the stitch for a purl stitch, yarn round needle through and transfer the stitch onto your right hand needle, yarn to the back, in, round, through and off onto your right hand needle, yarn to the front, in, round, through and off. And that's how you do. I'll show you how to do a purl stitch again. So this next one, it's smooth, so that's a knit stitch. So we're going to do a purl stitch now. So we're going to yarn round needle, you bring your right hand needle to the front of your stitch on your left hand needle, you put your yarn round needle through and you leave that stitch on the right hand on the right hand needle. So that is what you're going to do. They're the two. Oh, just dropped me stitches, silly me. Gosh guys. Okay guys, so you're going to continue doing them 2 rows until your work measures 2.5 inches, and then I will come back and I will show you how to start the stocking stitch, how to do the stocking stitch. And this is just a 2-row pattern repeat, and then I will show you how to do the shaping of the crown. As you can see here, you can see the shaping of the crown, and I will show you how to do that. So go away, take your time guys, take your time. It's not a race, just take your time and get do your rib, knit one pale one for every stitch, and I'll come back when I've got mine to 2.5 inches and you have got yours for 2.5 inches, and I'll see you on the other side guys. Good luck. Okay, so I've got my 2.5 inches done. There we go, 2.5 inches, and now I've done the rows. So now, still using the same 5mm needle, we're going to do knit a row, purl a row. So all you're going to do is just knit all the way across your stitches. No purling now guys. All you do is just knit right across the 84 stitches that you've already got on from the no increasing needed, and all you're going to do is just knit right the way across. And so you knit all the way to the end of here, and I will meet you back at the end, and I'll show you how to do the purl row. So I'll see you in a while when I've done this row. Okay, so I've knitted all the way across the row, and now I'm going to be doing the purl row, and we call it stocking stitch. We're doing a stocking stitch. I know some people call it stockinette. So what we're going to do is do the purl row, and then when I've done them 2 rows, I will tell you what you need to do after that. So to do the purl row, as you know, you put your needle through the front of the stitch and purl, front of the stitch and purl, front of the stitch and purl. So it's the total opposite to what you do for a knit. So you go in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off. Always remembering your right hand needle goes through the front of the stitch, and that's how you finish, how you do a purl stitch. So I'll see you at the end when I've finished this row. Okay, so as you can see, I've done my knit row and my purl row, and you're going to continue doing that, always finishing on your purl row until your work measures. Now let me get this hat sorted, and I'll tell you how. For 7 inches. So I'm going to be doing this for 7 inches, and then we'll come back and I'll show you then how to do the crown, the decreasing for the crown of the hat. So I'll see you when I've got my 7 inches. Okay guys, so I've got my 7 inches. Okay, so we've done 2.5 inches of rib, then worked in stocking stitch or stockinette, and I've got 7 inches. So now we're going to be doing the crown of the hat. So what you need to do is, let me just see where I am. One, two, three, four. Right, Okay, so let me see where we started. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to knit 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to slip 1, and knit them 2 stitches together. Then you're going to knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip, slip, and then knit them 2 stitches together. So we'll do it again. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to slip the next 2 stitches from your left hand needle onto your right hand needle. So you're going to go slip, slip, knit ways as if you're going to knit them but you're not. Then you're going to bring your left needle through the 2 stitches that you've just slipped onto your right hand needle, yarn round needle, and you end up with 1 stitch on your right hand needle. So we'll do that again. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together. So you're going to put, slip the stitch knit ways as if you're going to knit it, drop it onto your right hand needle. Do the same for the next stitch and drop it onto your right hand needle. You get your left hand needle, you bring it through the front of them 2 stitches on your right hand needle, and then you're going to knit them together. And knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to slip, slip, put your left hand needle through the front of the 2 stitches you've just slipped on your right hand needle, knit them together. Knit 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip, slip, knit 2 together. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then you're going to slip, slip, needle through the front of the stitches on your right hand needle, yarn round needle, knit 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip, slip, knit 2 together. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip, slip, knit 2 together. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then you're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together, and then you're going to knit the last 6 stitches. And then on the then after you've knitted the 6 stitches, you're going to purl a row without any decreasing at all. So there we go. We're going to purl this stitch, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the next how to decrease on the next row. Okay, so now we're on our next decrease row, and on the first row you should have 11. You should have taken off 11 stitches, so you've got 11 slip, slip, knit 2 together, and that would leave you at 73 stitches. So now we're going to do another decrease row. So you're going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that brings you to the stitch that you've already where you've decreased the row below. So you're going to do slip, slip, knit 2 together. Then you're going to knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip, slip, knit 2 together, and then you're going to knit 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip, slip, knit 2 together. And you're going to continue that until the end, and you're going to knit the last 2, knit to the end of the row, and you should take off another 11 from 73 is 62. You should have 62 stitches, but I'll double confirm that. Yeah, I think you will. 73 take 11 is 62. So after you've done this, continue doing this. I'll go through it again with you. So you knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip, slip, knit 2 together. You continue doing that right the way across, and then once you've done your last slip, slip, knit 2 together, you knit the stitches to the end, you do your purl row, and I'll meet you back here to the start of the third decrease row. Third row decrease, sorry guys, third row decrease. But yeah, so don't forget, knit 4, slip, slip, knit 2 together, and then to the end, knit the last, I think there's going to be 5 stitches on after you've slip, slip, knit, so you have 5 stitches on this end. Purl the row, and I'll meet you back here for the next decrease row. I hope that makes sense. I'll see you back here for the next decrease row. Okay, so we've got 62 stitches on, so we're on the third row of our decreasing. So again, we're going to knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this time guys we're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together. We're going to knit 3, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, slip, slip, knit those 2 stitches together, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, slip, slip, and knit them together, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, slip, slip, knit 2 together. Okay, so you're going to knit 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to transfer the next 2 stitches onto your right hand needle by slipping them knit ways. 1, 2, bring this needle to the front of these 2 stitches, yarn round needle and knit them together, and you're left with 1 stitch on the right hand needle. And just continue doing that guys until the end, where you will have 4 stitches left at the end here. you'll have 4 stitches. Once you've worked your slip, slip, knit, past slip, 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 knit 2 together, you'll have 4 stitches. You'll purl the next row and you should have 51 stitches on your needle. I know people like to know how many stitches they should have, so I hope that helps. So I'll see you at the beginning of decrease row 4. Okay, so we've got 51 stitches. We've only got 2 more decrease rows to do and 1 purl row. So for this one, so I've got 51 stitches. So for this row, we're going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then we're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 2 this time. So you've got 1, 2, and then you go to slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 2, 1, 2, slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 2, slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do it again, slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 2, 1, 2, and you continue doing that until you reach the end, to the end of the row, and you'll have 3 stitches at the end to knit. Then you purl your row and you should have 40 stitches on your needle. So I'll come back and we'll do I think we've got another 2 more decrease more rows after this one. Yeah, we've got 2 more decrease rows after this one, guys. So finish doing your knit 2, slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 3, the last 3 stitches, purl, and I'll come back and we'll do the next decrease row. Okay, we're on the penultimate decrease row. So now we're going to again knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then we're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 1, slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 1, slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 1, knit 1, slip, slip, slip 2 together, knit 1, and that will take you, if you continue doing that until you've done your last slip, slip, knit, you'll have 2 stitches left. You purl your row and you should have 20, hold on, we've got 40 here, take 11 is 29. You should have 29 stitches on your needle after you've finished this row, done your purl row. You should have 29 stitches. Let me see, 40 take 11, yeah, it's 29. Okay guys, so I'll see you for the last decrease row after this. Yay. Okay, so we're going to be doing the last decrease row and then we're going to sew it all together. So you're going to need a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle. And a tapestry needle, and we'll get it sewn together. Okay, so the last row, knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to slip, slip, knit 2 together, 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 and then slip, slip, knit 2 together, knit 1. And that will then, if I can just show you, there we go. Can you see how you've got that really nice decreasing, so it kind of goes in waves? So now what you want to do, you want to cut your yarn, make sure you've got a nice decent enough tail, cut your yarn, and then you're going to thread your tapestry needle, and then what you're going to do is, I hope you can see this, you're going to, your yarn is here, you're going to bring it to this stitch here, and you're going to work it through all your stitches. Just do it a few at a time, but making sure you get your tapestry needle into the stitch as if you're going to knit it. I hope you can see this. So if I lift it up, I'll just show you. So if you kind of pull it down away from the needle, and then just put your needle, your tapestry needle, run it along the knitting needle, and you'll be able to pick it up. I hope you can, there we go, see, I'm running it along the needle, and I know I've picked it up. So if you run your tapestry needle parallel to the knitting needle where your stitches are resting, you'll pick them all up. And there we go, not stabbing myself. I'm going to take this out now, and then I'm just going to tighten it up, and as you can see, it's tightened right the way up. All the stitches are caught, and you're going to turn it inside out, and you're going to then, can you see what I'm doing? You're just going to join the two sides together, and I just like to go back in the first two just to secure it, just to secure that. And then I go, can you see the end, the stitches? I go under the stitches, but you sew up however, whatever is comfortable for you. I like to go back and forth just under those the stitches, the last stitch, and all I'm doing is sewing it up. See how neat that is. And that is that's the my knitted beanie. I hope you've enjoyed knitting with me today. I've enjoyed doing it. I'm sharing something else with you all. I'm quite enjoy doing the tutorials, and if you've got any ideas on what you would like me to, any more tutorials, as you know, I started my my tutorial last week, my back to basics, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and the response I've had from the community has been amazing. So thank you all so very much, guys. It means a lot to me, because it's hard work putting these tutorials together, and to know that you're appreciative of the time and effort that I put into making these videos is really, really appreciated. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to finish it off, and then at the end I will put a photograph of the hat. But I've just done this, the beginning of the hat, the top part, so you can see how it looks. Doesn't that look really, really nice? I really like that kind of design, and I'm really, really pleased with it. Who'd have thought sitting making a hat for Calendar Cal for the Yarny Fibre Sisters would end up with me doing a tutorial for it. So thanks ever so much, guys. Take care, stay safe, but more importantly, be kind to you. And until next time, I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now.